I don't think the DeSantis controversy is really material to the stock. I think really actually what matters is, are they getting costs under control? The real mantra, if you think about it, for the online with the previous CEO was spend a lot of money, try to capture market share. Iger has focused more on profitability. That's why there's been, unfortunately, for many people, layoffs. They've tried to stabilize some of the changes. They've canceled some series that were very high-priced series. So I think you have a stock that has really taken a significant beating. But I think Iger is the guy to turn it around. And in the end, I think Iger and DeSantis come to some sort of agreement.
Right. How are you looking at the whole streaming business? I mean, that component of the sum of parts when it comes to Disney with Netflix and what they are doing?
Well, I think that the investors should recognize that the streaming business, even though it's fairly new, is starting to mature. And so we have a situation where Netflix just can't automatically get cheap content because other companies, and some of them are mentioned on your screen, showing on your screen, are actually able to use their own channel, their own distribution channel to stream their content. So I think it's a maturing business. And I think it's going to become like the way the media business used to be. It's all about ratings, right? It's back in the old days. If you remember the Nielsen ratings, if anybody remembers those days, whoever has the hot show, that's going to be the company that's going to get the tailwind. So it's all about programming and content. It's just not an automatic win just because you're in the streaming business.
And there's been a lot of flux, I suppose, in the media industry at the top. And I wanted to ask you about Warner Brothers Discovery, because they don't necessarily get a lot of attention, but it does appear to be that they are, in some respects, turning things around. So would you paint them with the same brush as a Disney in that respect, in terms of getting their streaming services, their costs in order, and then potentially as a wise investment?
No, I think Disney is a niche player, and I think they're certainly trying to get their house in order. But I think some of the companies you've mentioned, some of the companies, including the one you mentioned, I think are in a very good position. There's a new Max offering coming out here in the near future in May here in the United States that I think is going to probably be pretty well received. So it really is a case-by-case basis. It's kind of like you can't really say one network versus another network. Are they exactly the same? They're not. They have different content. They have different intellectual property. Disney obviously has a lot of intellectual property with Marvel as well as Disney. But other brands have a lot of product as well. I mean, look what's happened with Yellowstone for that network. It has drove viewers, and that's really what it's going to come down to. Programming drives viewership, and if the right programming is put on, investors and viewers will come.